Today, I'm just gonna talk about animals, not pets. That video's already been covered. We're gonna talk about animals in general. So you're telling me right now that a horse with a horn, which probably being made of the same thing as fingernails, can exist, but a Bronchiosaurus horse cheetah pattern thing can? That's like crazy. We all have to remember that dogs didn't always look like this. Humans made them do that. This is what they all originally look like. It's really crazy when you just sit down and you just think about it. We made these animals change themselves for us. Whoa! Hey! Though your assessment is correct, aren't humans animals themselves and they evolved just fine? Yeah, and even Little Boy evolved to look like me, ya copycat. Well, my hair, if you just go back on my head, I will gladly explain further. So you see, humans chose to evolve by themselves, but animals didn't choose to evolve by themselves. And it's really sad when you think about it when we change them. But I, Little Boy, will use my immense infinite power in order to evolve myself into greater forms. What the heck? Let me try this again one more time. Oh no.
Now this is the peak of human evolution.
I've always wondered what it'd be like to have a pet dodo bird. You know, if they weren't all extinct. Here's an interesting fact. My favorite bird and animal in the whole world, Grylus bixby, or otherwise known as space macaw, almost went extinct as late as almost a few years ago. But just because science is just goated, conservationists have actually saved the species from the brink of extinction. I was going to talk about the woolly mammoth in this section, but I don't think that's necessary, seeing as they're already being unextincted as we speak. Who knows? Maybe in the future, I'll eventually get that pet dodo bird I've been waiting for. I definitely didn't add this section because I have a project about cryptids and the Loch Ness Monster due tomorrow, and I'm not making the video instead and using this section as a way to cope with that pain. I'm also not saying that. Alright, this section's basically just gonna be for two kin that exist. Loch Ness Monster, also known as Nessie. Yeah, I think so. It's just like a dinosaur underwater, and if dinosaurs can survive being in the air, they could probably survive by water. Bigfoot, also known as Yeti. No, I don't think so. I mean, when you really look at it, it could just be like a bear standing upright, or it could be an orangutan or any primate, or it could just be like a guy in a costume of either one. So Bigfoot is not real. Wait a second, you think Loch Ness, the like a snake or dinosaur thing, it was real, but Bigfoot isn't? That doesn't really seem fair, does it now? Well, the objective is to be realistic and not picking favoritism. This is outrageous. Yeah! Thank you, BloxyDab, for my first fan art ever. Thank you very much, and see you all in the next upload.